So boom, so this mother feels guilty because it's not what she did, it's really how she did it, but it's also like the guilt from not taking part of this child's life. The guilt of basically not, like, I feel like this child could not know like where they come from, okay, or something like that. Or it's like they've been dealing with situations where they needed the insight of their mother and father, but they weren't able to get that. They could be repeating cycles that their mother or father dealt with or something like that. So we got paternity. The child room came out. It's in reverse though. It came out in reverse, I remember. Hospital. So something, I feel like something went, there was like an arrangement here in the hospital, or something happened in the hospital. I feel like this may have been the switch that birth room did come out. So I don't know about that, but y'all know that movie is about two children that were switched at birth. So I don't know what that's about, but it could be yeah, no, I'm feeling like this woman, she had an arrangement. Like, she basically, she did not have you since you were born. She gave you away right when after she had you, okay? She had you. But there's also something about the paternity. All right. There's something about your father. She may have not told your father, okay, that she could have been a surrogate for someone, because there's something here about documents. Okay, she signed like some sort of papers to give you away, but I feel like it was for money though. Like, she gave you away though, but it was like she got paid. Okay, so for some of you guys, your mother could have been a surrogate. Okay, penguin. So when this card comes out, it makes me think of Happy Feet, and the reason why it makes me think of Happy Feet is because Happy Feet, you see, penguins are actually how they parent, right? The father actually carries the egg while the mother goes out and hunts. So it's kind of the opposite of, like, you know, humans. Like, usually the mother stays with the baby while the father goes and, you know, gets the food or the money, right? But penguins are the opposite. So this lets me know that this father would have been a great father if he knew about this child. I feel like he didn't have a chance to know. Like, I don't think he knew the child was like born. So Taurus energy does have to do with fertility. Also, motherhood, being a mother. So I don't know, this father may have not even known that this woman was pregnant. All right, he could have broke up with her before, like, she knew she was pregnant, or it's like he didn't want the baby. He thought she got an abortion, but she didn't, and she never let him know that. I feel like he would have been there if the baby was born. You know, sometimes that happens. Like, men get, you know, men will, like, especially if they don't want to deal with the person or whatever, or they get scared. Maybe it could be about fatherhood or whatever. They're like, they don't want the baby, but when the baby is here, it's a different thing. Okay, the baby's here. So that lets me know that he would have taken on the role of being a good father if the mother really didn't want that role. Because for this mother could feel guilty because she was worried about the wrong shit. Video Vixen is here with OnlyFans. Also, Army came out. So this father could have been in the army. Okay, maybe he was away. He could have been deployed or something, and maybe she didn't want to be alone while she was pregnant or something. Yeah, for some of you guys, this mother, she didn't want to be alone while she was pregnant. Okay, but I feel like she was worried about wrong shit, okay, because Video Vixen and OnlyFans came out, so she could have been worried about how other people viewed her, like other men wanting her, stuff like that. If she had a child, like, oh, who's gonna want me because I'm gonna be a single mother or I have a child. Because she still, to this day, she had other children after this. She still, to this day, she doesn't want nobody to know that she had a child and gave it away. Because she feel like people will look at her different. Not people, but I feel like the family that she made after. Because she made a family with someone. And she had a life. I feel like she had a life. She could be a model. Something about a model or like an actress or something. Someone that could be in the public eye, okay? Therapy is here, and uncle. So I don't know if something could have happened with an uncle, okay? Or she told, like, you could think that someone is your uncle, but really they're your father, okay? There's something about an uncle, okay? Maybe you vent to an uncle, all right? Or something could have happened with an uncle that you need therapy, all right? You need to go to therapy to, or you need some sort of trauma healing from, okay? If this is concerning an uncle, all right? Someone called your uncle, you know, it may not be your real uncle, but, you know, it could be like the foster mother or your mother could have had a boyfriend. She said it was your uncle. You know how they be like, oh, that's your uncle, da, 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 but that's really her boyfriend. It could be like that, and you could need therapy for that situation, okay? Just know that somebody is going to get karma, or this person is going to get karma. Like, you could have went through some traumatic shit, and it's like your mother gave you away because she didn't want you to be, it's like she couldn't take care of you at the time, but I feel like it was kind of more superficial. It was superficial because she really could have, but she was thinking more along the lines as her future, like, oh, if she's a single mom, this could have been at a time where it was looked down upon or something like that. Like, I don't know, because now it's like, who gives a damn? Like, you could have a baby, you could be a single mom, and you can move on, and you know what I'm saying, and get a stepdaddy, whatever. But it could have been really, like, it could have been programmed in her that this was really looked down upon. Like, she will never, like, I don't know, maybe her mother fed this to her. Her mother could have fed this to her or something. Like, subconsciously. Because I don't feel like anybody knew. Like, I don't feel like she was close with her parents to where they knew that she was even giving away this child, to be honest. This could be, this could have been a prostitute or someone that was a drug addict. But they gave you away because they weren't in the position to take care of you. But also, it's like they just weren't ready to heal. They weren't ready to heal yet. They weren't ready to do what they had to do to be a mother. They really weren't. That's the God honest truth. So, I mean, maybe it was best that this person gave you away, but they still feel that guilt. That doesn't take away from the guilt that they're going to feel, right? (8:48) on the clock. You could be, like, I feel like you still have a psychic connection to your mother. Even though you never knew her, you still have a psychic connection to her. So it's kind of like you always knew, or you could have felt her emotions. You could have felt this guilt, this loss, okay, throughout your life. All right, you could have actually, like, if you ever do find out who your mother is, like, and if you find out, like, certain things that she's been through in her life, you could have actually kind of mimicked her life for a while. But it's like, that's why it's important to know who, like, you know, who your parents are, your family, your ancestors. It's important to know that, because history repeats itself, right? If you don't know it. So maybe that's also a part of the guilt, because she felt like she could have helped you during that time. But I feel like you came out of it. Like, you could be the sacrifice, okay? You could be the scapegoat of your bloodline. So it's like you had to go through these things, but I feel like you came out of it because you had like the wisdom of your ancestors and shit. You had like your spirit guides to guide you out of it and stuff. And I feel like you had more willpower. Okay? If you're still going through those situations right now, like, you could be dealing with like addictions. Maybe you could be pregnant and you don't know what to do. Your mother wants you to know that you're stronger than her. You're stronger than her, and you have more help than her. Okay? Like, spiritually. If you need help, you know, go to God, and He will. He will help you. He will provide for you, okay? But she doesn't want you to repeat the same mistake, because it was a mistake for her. She feels like she can never take that back. So if your mother abandoned you or she gave you up, all right, she really regrets it. All right, if she could take it back, she will. But the thing is, she did not have enough willpower, or I feel like this is like too much shame. Like, she dealt with so much shame, she could not go move forward and actually come back to get you. She had to keep moving on as if it did not happen, because if she went back, it would like merge into the life that she created. But she realized that shit was fake. Not fake, but like, it's like the life that she built without you in it. It's like she tried to fake, like, create the life that she thought that she should have had before and this and that, but she felt like always something was missing. Please like this video if anything resonated for you, or if it helped you in any way. Okay, it really helps on my channel. I am open for readings, and I do have live readings available. All right, you can just book me on my website, legendaryempire.com. If you have any issues, email me. Thank you. Love you guys.